Morning. Good morning. To you. Come on in. Let's be in the house. Love it. Oh my gosh. Late night last night for all of us because the family went. Get this. Good morning, Janelle. Janelle's here. We went to an Encanto sing-along. It was awesome. It was totally awesome. I've never been to something like that before. And I don't know if I'm sure you've watched it. I mean, anybody with kids has watched it for sure, right? Encanto is just like the best. Every time I watch it, at the end I'm crying. Yes, you are more than ours. The best. It's so great. So my girls are obsessed. It was like Nina's. It was in Nina's first time at a concert. Actually, Elisa's too. And Nina was just like, "This is so cool. This is so awesome." So it was really fun to experience that with them. Really fun. But of course, it's incredible, right? Like the evening routine gets messed up. My morning routine is like, right? So we all fall off the wagon. Ended up breaking my chain. All right. This is like truth. This is like confession time, right? So at least so at the intermission we go and there's like all this snow cone and cotton candy, fried Oreos. And Elisa's like, "I want to try those fried Oreos." I'm like, "Seriously?" She's like, "Yeah." We're like, "Oh, okay." And we tried fried Oreos. And so did I. And I was like, this is why in Minnesota, at the Minnesota State Fair, they deep fry everything and sell it. I'm like, that's good. It's not, it's so bad for you, but moment of weakness. I had to try it. I had to. I'd never tried that before. And I think I have a headache this morning. But it's okay. It's all good and perfect. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. Oof, I love you guys. All right, ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on in. If you're watching live and you're here with us live, definitely say hi in the comments. If you are watching on the replay, put hashtag replay and put your comments in below. And if you're watching on YouTube, I think you can put comments in there too. I'm still learning, but it's all good. All right. So for those of you joining for the first time, welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Disha Phillip, cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart and founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery. My voice is a little low today because we were screaming Encanto songs last night. And I think I lost my voice a little bit. That's interesting. Anyways, so founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, Meditation for Female Physician Group, and Heart Centered Living Group. And we try to meet here as often as possible, Mondays through Fridays, 7 to 7:30 a.m. Eastern, to have a healthy breakfast for our souls. And I got to tell you, I'm so grateful to have all of you here and to have the opportunity to be able to share these messages with you, because they're definitely for me. And as I share them with you, they're for you and they're for all of us. And so I just feel grateful for each and every one of you to be here together in this family, right? So, August 25th, Thursday. Let's do it. Here's the message. Ready? It's deep. It's really deep for a Thursday morning after Encanto, but we're going to do it. Here we go. Humility makes me simple and truthful. The more humility I have, the greater will be my understanding of truth. Humble. Humility, right? Humility makes me simple and truthful. The more humility I have, the greater will be my understanding of truth. And one of the things what is this? What is being humble mean? What is the humility? Are you ready? Humility, and right now this is what's coming to me to share, is this concept that I am not doing anything. It's not me. I am an instrument for the divine, and I am just a vessel and vehicle for whatever it is that's going on. I remember watching, so I've seen Oprah live twice. So amazing, right? And she would always say that, like, every morning she would get up and she would say, God, use me to do something, whatever it is, to do your work. And so really having this consciousness that I am a being of the universe, that I am not a human being seeking a spiritual experience. I am, in fact, a soul, a spiritual being having a human experience, and I am an instrument of the divine. And that anything that I have accomplished, right? It's getting rid of this concept of, this is very deep. We talk about it at the World Spiritual University, that nothing is I or mine, that it's really just being a vessel that everything is working through. And so I'm an instrument of love, right? Or like even with patients, when, who did I see? I saw a patient yesterday, and I can't remember now. And she, but what I remember her, she's coming back to say, I'm an instrument of the divine. Yes, Amy, you're an instrument of the divine. Amy did a beautiful, by the way, I think you told me how it went, but I don't know. She did an amazing, I'm going to rat you out here. It's nothing major, but like, it's a good thing. She was able to perform a memorial service for someone in her community, and she was preparing for it. And being asked to do something like that, right? They're asking you to be a vessel of the divine, right? And the words that come through, right, is through your body is that vehicle, right? Your senses are that vehicle, right? And so this patient of mine yesterday, she was saying, oh no, it was a couple of days ago. So I walk in and she's precious lady. She's like, I walk in and she's sitting on the exam table. She's like, and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, come here. And she had lost 50 pounds. And she's like, it's all because of you. I'm like, it's not because of me. It's not because of me. And she's like, no. She's like, but you started it. I was like, I didn't started, right? It's not me. The message flowed through me to you, and you were able, and you took it. Your soul took it and ran with it. And now you have the fruits of your labor, right? Like your work. And she was so excited. And so it's always really important to me. And I tell people all the time, it's not me, right? It is, I'm being used. And from something higher for your benefit, hopefully. And before I walk into any patient room, I try to remember as much as possible, please, universe, use me for the highest good for this person. Use me for whatever message it is that needs to be said. Even for this every day, it's like, all right, what's going to come? Like, use me as the vehicle, as the channel, as the messenger, right? Yeah, Oprah. Yeah. Use me. And so that's where the humility comes in, right? So it's like, it's not me, right? I'm being used, and I want to allow myself to be used in that way. And then it can, and because it works both ways, right? If it's not really me, if I can surrender to that, then that lightness of being that we talk about in meditation, I know this is deep for some newcomers, newbies, but it's important, right? When we talk about lightness of being in our 4 intentions at the end of meditation, when we see ourselves as that instrument, it's not you, right? That heaviness is lifted off of our shoulders because you can just be like, use me, boom. And good or bad, right? And sometimes even those people out there, those souls out there who may be perceived as doing things that are not good, right? They're also being instruments. And that we have to believe that there's a bigger picture out there. There's something bigger happening that we don't always see. And so when we're praying for things to go in a certain way, right? Many of my good friends here, right? We reach out to each other and we say, all right, I need some good vibes here. I need some healthy vibes, right? And we always remind each other that let everything that happens be for the highest good for everyone involved, which may look different from the minuscule level of that individual person or this individual person, right? And so we're all instruments. And in the medical field especially, we are instruments, whether it's saving someone's life or whether having the privilege and honor of allowing them to transition, right, in a honorable way. Let us be that instrument for care and love and light in every step and every season of life, right? So that's where the humility comes in. Ooh, I hope you get that. Do you get that? Put it in the comments below, please. And if not, if you're like, girl, I got no idea what you're talking about, that's okay too. We'll get there. It's perfect. All right. August 25th, Ask and It Is Given. Ready? Here we go. This is good. You are continually asking. Oh, I'm going to put this in here, Amy. Yes, girl. Yes. You are continually asking. You cannot stop asking. We're always like, please. Contrast is evoking the desire from you. Contrast is evoking the desire for you. Your real work is to find a way to be in the receiving mode. It is similar to wanting to receive a satellite or radio signal. To do so, you have to set your receiver on the same wavelength as the transmitter, or you are going to get static. So do you guys remember? So literally the first memory I have of the car in my parents' house, right? We had a Buick station wagon, and it literally had like red vinyl interior, and it only had AM radio. It did. 80s, right? And it was like this light lime green color. Oh my God. So it only had AM radio. And, my dad would, have to we'd have to tune the radio, right? I know many of you remember this. Even with FM radio, right? You have to tune the radio. And if you're not at the right channel, right, you don't get it. Or the TV with the bunny ears, right? When we only had 3 channels, we had bunny ears, right? Right? We have to get an editor to get the clear picture, right? So you have to set your receiver on the same wavelength as the transmitter, or you are going to get static. You are not going to get a clear signal. In like manner, you recognize the alignment of your transmitted and received signals by feeling the alignment of your emotions. Ooh. Oh my goodness, right? So let me read that again because it's a huge thing. You are continually asking constantly, right? So in this week, we've been going through what is the process of creation, right? Ask and it is given. You ask. Step 1, ask. Always asking. We're always asking. Please let this happen. Please let that happen, right? Please take care of this person, whatever it is. You cannot stop asking. Contrast is evoking the desire from you. Contrast is evoking the desire from you. So another example, my good friend lives in Texas, and she's very disturbed by a lot of the political stuff that's going on down there. Of course, I don't want to watch a lot of news because I want to be in a receiving mode. And then I get distracted by all the other stuff. I'm just like, but it's a great example of contrast, right? I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. Why? Because they feel, right? If all you're seeing is a lot of hate and anger and yuckiness in your environment, right? It evokes for many people contrast. That is not what I want. Why? Because it's not in alignment with love, which is your truth. Loving every soul, every brother and sister, right? And you can feel that deeply. Some people really feel it, like political activists and stuff, right? They really feel not alignment with love, not aligned with love, not aligned with love, right? And so they want to fight, right? And so, but when you see that, you can feel it in that gut way, right? And so it evokes a desire from you. So that's why it's kind of good, because then you can align with that feeling of love, hopefully, right? Sometimes we get sidetracked by anger and wanting to fight and revenge, but that's, again, not the right, you're not tuning into the right frequency there. But it's good, though, to evoke a desire. The contrast, that's the contrast, okay? Or the unwanted, right? Your real work is to find a way to be in the receiving mode. It is similar to wanting to receive a satellite or radio signal, right? To do so, you have to set your receiver on the same wavelength as the transmitter, or you are going to get static. And what happens when we get static? We circle. Same thing, right? People, I just thought of same thing, like I've seen a few patients lately who've been in abusive relationships, right? And it's like one after another, same shit, different face, right? And so you get static. It's static, and you're reverberating in the same place. You can't break out of it because you're tuned into the wrong signal, right? As if you're tuned into a victim channel, that's all that's going to keep reverberating for you, right? So to do so, you have to set your receiver on the same wavelength as a transmitter, or you are going to get static. You are not going to get a clear signal. In like manner, you recognize the alignment of your transmitted and received signals by feeling the alignment of your emotions. So you know that you're in the receiving mode by the vibration of your emotions. So checking in and tuning in, am I in a place of contentment? Am I in a place of joy, enthusiasm, right? Here it is. Hang on, I'll tell you. Am I in a place of contentment, hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation and belief, enthusiasm, passion, or joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, and appreciation? These are those are the emotions. Are you feeling alignment with any of that? When you're in that place, you're getting that clear signal. This takes a lot of self-awareness. And in order to get that self-awareness, the first step is to slow down, stop, get quiet, and look. Be aware of the thoughts that you are having. And we can do that when we practice meditation. It's the first step. Okay? Because if we don't stop and look, static, and then we get run down, and then we sit and wonder why we're suffering. Because we haven't been tuned in, tapped in. Okay? All right. Soul's Journey card. Let's do it. Let's do it. What is the message that we have for today? I just feel like giving all of you like a big ass group hug. Family hugs. We do family hugs in our family. Like the four of us. Like family hug time. It's awesome. I highly encourage family hugs, by the way. All right. Ready? Here we go. Ooh, it's been a long time. I don't know when the last time was we picked this card. Let's do it. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Here we go. We are all spirit. We are all the same. It's only the roles we have chosen to play here on earth that make us seem different. The biggest lesson you have chosen to learn is to love. There are so many situations in this physical dimension that it is possible to incarnate into. But the core lesson is to look past these illusions and see yourself in everyone. Each soul has chosen its own struggles. And your task is not to judge how someone goes about overcoming these obstacles, but to assist that soul. Spirit has given you the tools of compassion and empathy to help you see through the eyes of those who appear different. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel insignificant or inferior will allow you to feel better about yourself. We were talking about this yesterday. This is an illusion. By diminishing others, you diminish yourself. So yesterday we were talking about the difference between being arrogant and egotistical and having self-respect, right? So here it is. Always learn to follow the golden rule. I will treat others as I would like to be treated. Everyone in your life is here to teach you something about yourself. Accept the lesson with love and understanding. That's huge. That is huge. Everyone here is here to teach you something about yourself, right? And this is why we forget sometimes when we're in our own worlds, and this is why we need that community, right? So we can remind each other, remember, love, remember we're all the same. You are, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get a little quiet here for the last few minutes. Get comfortable and let all of that yumminess that we just kind of went through sink in. And let's do a 4-2-8 count breath. Visualizing your heart in the center of your chest with 2 nostrils, 1 in the right ventricle, 1 on the left. And let's take a 4 count deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe normally. And right now, we're just going to take a minute or 2 to just repeat our mantra. So for those of you who have been through the Path to Meditation Mastery and have your own personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use a mantra, vehicle for your mind, which will be so hum. So we'll just silently repeat. So hum. So hum. So hum. Just allow yourself to experience that mantra. Continue repeating it. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Okay. Enjoy your meditation. So you stop repeating your mantra, keep your eyes closed, and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly start wiggling your fingers and toes, rub the tops of your legs, and give yourself a big stretch. Bring your palms together to heart center and give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today. For a healthy breakfast for your minds, bodies, and spirits. And from this place of humility and being an instrument of the design as a vessel and channel for love and light, let's give a blast of that love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our patients, our community, our city, our state, our country, to all the countries on this planet, to every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And from there, we can give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Definitely put your takeaways in the comments below. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you remember to show up. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful day. Sending you all so much love. Group hug.